Today's video is about proportions, and a proportion is the comparison of two equal rates or ratios. Okay? And I'm just going to remind you that a ratio is comparing one kind of object to the same kind of object. Like one of each of the ice creams out of every 3 is vanilla, or 2 out of every 5 kids are boys in my classroom. A rate compares one unit to another. Miles per gallon, sorry, I just drew a blank. Miles per hour. So when you're comparing 2 different units, it's a rate, okay? But either way, proportions, comparing rates and ratios, always have to have an equal sign in between them because they are always going to be 2 equal rates or ratios. And rates and ratios, because they're comparing 2 things, they're saying something out of, like 2 kids out of every 5 are boys, or 4 shapes out of every 10 are triangles. Okay. Well, something else that says out of is a fraction bar. Okay. So you've been doing something like proportions for a very long time. You just didn't know it. So if I say 1, okay, I'm going to use some words here. 1 out of every 2, 1 out of every 2 kids prefers math to PE. Okay, I don't know if that's true, but I just made it up. So 1 out of every 2 kids prefers math to PE. Okay? So what if there are 10 kids? Well, if 1 out of every 2 kids prefers math to PE, so like there were 2 kids here, right? And here's the kid that prefers math, and then there are these 2 kids, and there's the kid that prefers math, and there's these 2 kids, and there's the kids that prefer math, and there's these 2 kids, and here's the one that prefers math, and there's these 2 kids, and there's the one that prefers math. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 kids, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them prefer math. Okay? Proportions are just, I'm hoping you're noticing here, proportions are equivalent fractions. Proportions are equivalent fractions. But usually, there's one missing number. Okay, proportions are equivalent fractions, usually with one missing number. Okay, so a proportion is a comparison of 2 equal rates or ratios. Okay. So there's always an equal sign between them. It looks like 2 fractions, and they're really just equivalent fractions. So if you can remember that you're dealing with equivalent fractions, I think proportions will make a lot more sense.